YouTube is I wouldn't say it's my bread and butter, it's my home. I had never networked with a single creator in 4 years, don't know anybody in this industry. Thing will ever beat consistency for any creator. Because you can be a viral overnight sensation, but then that will only last you for a little while.
To milk that virality also, you have to now be consistent about
True,
it.
for sure.
Any content creation at any platform or in any form, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, you don't have a backup. Now you have Impulse Coffee.
As a founder, I would say you're not your own boss. You're not. Like, you have 100 people who are bossing over you. Treating like autistic children, Down syndrome children, they are very very emotionally and physically consuming. So as a job as a therapist is not easy. Product shit है तो फिर वो एक बार खरीद के आपका repeat purchase rate होगा ही. फिर तो आपने सब बिगाड़ दिया. आपकी community का भी trust बिगाड़ दिया और आपने आपका धंधा भी बिगाड़ दिया. It's okay for me to not do work with those brands as much as I know कि every product is different and every brand will have few fails and few misses and few hits. It's okay if they don't want to work with me and I'm sorry that I hurt those brands.
From breaking beauty myths on YouTube to starting a coffee brand, she has blended passion, honesty, and hustle into everything she does. This is Mril Mathur Rajwani, and join me as I catch up with Sara Sarosh. Hi, Sara. Welcome to Social Catch Up.
Hi, thank you for having me here.
Firstly, I would want to start with congratulating you for YTFF. I think for a creator, for a YouTuber, it's a huge deal. Tell me, how did that happen? How were you feeling? How were your parents feeling in that moment?
I think when I was asked if I would perform at FanFest, I didn't think it would be that big a deal. I was very nonchalant about it. I was like, okay. Because I thought it would just be like an introductory segment or something, like a talking little bit. Just they wanted to highlight beauty being a part of YouTube. And they said, we want you to be the first beauty creator who goes on the stage and all. So I was a little like iffy ke performance. I have always thought that YouTube FanFest is for performers and that's not where I shine and that's not where I should be. So I've always seen it as a viewer and not ever as a creator who will ever be on stage. But then when the rehearsal started, it was like, I didn't know I was going to be a part of a dance segment with Lisa and also a part of a segment with Gurleen. So I think the justice they did to my segment at YouTube was excellent. And I had the best time even at rehearsals because it was very new for me. I've never performed on stage. It was amazing. Like the adrenaline I got throughout the experience. And plus, this is my home ground. Like it was in Mumbai. It was where my audience is. Being on stage gave me a lot of validation in the audience. I had people who were screaming my name. So it made me feel like, okay, yeah, my audience is here and it felt very comfortable. It felt like I belong here. My parents were ecstatic. Like they were screaming. I have these videos of them which my team was recording and they were screaming and yelling and all of them were very, very happy.
So it's like meeting your subscribers who followed you all these years, who subscribed to your channel and then they were really in front of you that time. But since we talked about YTFF, which is recent achievement, a milestone for you, I would want to understand and go back a little and understand what sparked that first moment that, okay, I can pick up a camera and shoot. I can put up a YouTube video. I know it's long back.
No, but I remember it like it was yesterday because I remember I used to do these video calls with my friends, okay, and tell them कि मैंने ये makeup खरीदा है, मैंने ये खरीदा है, because तभी I remember there was a shop in Lokhandwala, Beautiful करके, और मैं उधर जाके makeup खरीदती थी. So there was like Nykaa and all were not so big back then. And I used to shade match and everything and pick out stuff for myself. And mall जाके भी makeup खरीदने जितना पैसा नहीं था. Like Beautiful में जो Swiss Beauty वगैरह मिलता था वही उससे I used to, Miss Claire was the makeup I used to use. So those days I remember as clear as day, where that makeup I used to come and give haul videos to my friends and they were always like, तू हमसे बात मत कर, तू कैमरा लगा और YouTube वीडियो बना और डाल दे. Like तो तभी Instagram पे वीडियोस नहीं डालते थे लोग, but डालते थे, but वो पोस्ट के जैसा ही जाता था. So I was considering कि should I do YouTube or should I do Instagram, and then my friends were like, अगर Instagram पे वीडियो ही डालने वाली है तो YouTube पे ही डाल, because everybody watches videos there. I think I had the confidence basic and I was a very लोग क्या कहेंगे उसके बारे में मैंने कभी सोचा ही नहीं है. तो मुझे वो एक मेरा एटीट्यूड कभी था ही नहीं कि अरे लोग क्या कहेंगे और एनीथिंग. लाइक मुझे they said and I just took it मस्ती में कि हाँ ठीक है चलो करते हैं. तो मेरे फ्रेंड के पास कैमरा था, तो आई यूज्ड टू गो ऑल द वे टू गोरेगांव ऑन अ स्कूटर एंड गो गेट हिज कैमरा, put it on a book of encyclopedias because I didn't have a tripod and then film. आधे वीडियोस में मैं out of focus भी हूँ, आधा टाइम में कॉलेज से आई हूँ, लाइट चली गई है तो मैंने ट्यूब लाइट ऊपर की ऑन करके शूट किया है. बट जैसे भी आई यूज्ड टू पुट द वीडियो, आई शुड जस्ट बी सो स्ट्रिक्ट विथ माई सेल्फ. बट पता नहीं 200 लोग देख रहे थे वीडियो, बट आई वाज लाइक नहीं, संडे जाएगा वीडियो, मतलब संडे जाएगा ही.
You have 3 times a week now.
Now I do 3 times a week. That time I used to do once a week. I switched to 2 times a week. I think 2-3 साल बाद I started doing 2 times a week. And then now I do 3 times.
But how's YouTube different than Instagram for you?
Very different, yeah. For me, YouTube is my, I wouldn't say it's my bread and butter, it's my home. Like for me, YouTube is where it comes very naturally to me. It is like, I don't have to put a lot of effort into it. Today, after so many years, it's where I connect the most with my audience, especially long format. Like short format, वो वायरल जाने की ज्यादा चांसेस है, उस पर ज्यादा व्यूज आते हैं, उस पर से सब्सक्राइबर्स आते हैं. आई अंडरस्टैंड ऑल दैट. बट उधर की जो ऑडियंस है, इट्स नॉट नेसेसरी कि वो लोग मुझे जानते हो. वो लोग आए हैं, कुछ कमेंट करके चले गए, उन्होंने सब्सक्राइब भी किया होगा शायद, बट फिर भी वो मुझे पूरी तरीके से नहीं जानते. बट जो मेरी लॉन्ग फॉर्मेट की ऑडियंस है, वो बैठ के चैन से फैमिली के साथ खाना खाते खाते मेरे वीडियोस देखते हैं, तो वो लोग मुझे बहुत अच्छे से जानते हैं. And I've built that community that I'm very close to, not just proud of, but also close to as a family. I feel very responsible कि अरे आज वीडियो नहीं गया तो I have to inform them कि उन लोग, it's like for them it's a Netflix episode that they're waiting for. So I love my YouTube audience and I love the community I've built there. I think it'll never be replaced.
Okay, and were you always like camera friendly, or you were that studious one in the group who's there for the for marks, or he was more into that कि नहीं मुझे ये करना and yeah, everything I want to do is right? What kind of kid were you?
I was a type A kid, that's for sure. मतलब जो भी करना है सही से करना है, वो मेरा हमेशा से था. Like पढ़ाई में भी I was always good in my studies, and touchwood माशाल्लाह से my parents used to say कि तेरे को ज़्यादा पढ़ने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, तू थोड़ा भी पढ़ ले बट पढ़ के जा. Like तो एग्जाम में I used to get my marks and I used to top the class and all. Not super studious, I would say, because my parents always kept me super engaged with other activities. So my schedules were always like, स्कूल से आए, स्विमिंग गए, डांस क्लास गए, ये किया, ड्राइंग क्लास गए वीकेंड्स पे. तो ऐसा नहीं था कि मुझे सिर्फ पढ़ाई के लिए एनकरेज किया था. उसके बाद विथ टाइम आई ओनली चोज कि ओके आई वांट टू डू मेडिकल, सो दैट्स अ वेरी like I need to study a lot for that. So after 8th standard I only told my parents that I don't want to go to swimming and dance, and I want to only study and focus to get my marks up. And I was in SSC background, so I needed to do more educational practice to get my curriculum very strong so that I can compete with the ICSE CBSE kids when I go in the entrance exam वाला zone. तो मैं खुद ही मैंने सामने से मेरे पेरेंट्स को बोला था, और जब मैंने YouTube भी चूज किया, मैंने खुद ही मेरे पेरेंट्स को बोला कि अब मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि मुझे ये करना चाहिए. So I think there my parents have been very understanding कि ठीक है, she's smart, she knows what she's doing. They've never doubted me at any of those stages. But I've been a perfectionist. I think even today as a business woman, I wouldn't say कि चलता है चलने दो, वैसा वाला मेरा attitude तो कभी नहीं रहा है, कभी रह भी नहीं सकता. I think.
No, so I will come back to this, that from your occupational therapist to a beauty YouTube creator to now a founder for a coffee brand. I will come to these different roles to you, but right now while I'm talking to you about the first videos that you posted about who you were as a kid, I want to understand in the fact that if you have to go back and speak to that person again, the one who started that YouTube channel, what's that one word of advice that you would say that okay, if you do this right now, you'll have a better journey?
Okay.
Or a different journey. If not better, it's not the right word, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, see, back then, the kind of views I got and the kind of subscribers I had was very normal for a channel, because aajkal it's very easy to get to 100K is a very normal number nowadays, and a 1 million is also aspirational, but tabhi 100K bhi bahut bada aspiration tha, because I remember my 100K celebration was huge, because that milestone it took very long, because not a lot of people consumed social media tabhi. I think Jio आया और फिर लोगों का consumption वगैरह change हो गया. बट तभी जब मैंने स्टार्ट किया था, आई डोंट थिंक आई कुड हैव डन एनीथिंग डिफरेंटली बिकॉज पढ़ाई के साथ मैं वो कर रही थी. आई ट्राइड माई बेस्ट. In today's date and age, if somebody is doing content creation, I have a ton of advice that would make things differently for them. The kind of niche they pick, the kind of content they do, which platform they start on. Everything today is defined. Like, you have so many ways you can create content. You can be a Snapchat creator, an Instagram creator, YouTuber. You can be whatever you want to be. Back then, there was only one video platform, YouTube. Instagram पे लोग स्टोरी या पोस्ट डालते थे, और मैंने दोनों किया. मैं हमेशा अपने इंस्टाग्राम पे बोलती थी कि जाओ मेरा यूट्यूब वीडियो देख लो. यूट्यूब पे जो भी फीचर्स थे मैंने सारे उसको यूज़ किए थे. मेरा क्वालिटी भी पहले से कैमरा क्वालिटी था, तो ऐसा भी नहीं था कि मैं पहले अपने आप को बोल सकती थी मैं कैमरा बोरो करके कैमरा ही यूज़ कर रही थी, फ़ोन नहीं यूज़ कर रही थी. एडिटिंग वगैरह ऑफ कोर्स बेटर हो सकती थी, कंसिस्टेंसी बेटर हो सकती थी, बट फिर एग्जाम्स के साथ आई कुड नेवर मैनेज दैट. And the journey I've had, I think it's very like directly proportional to the effort I've put. The more videos I started to put, the more I reached people and the more followers I get. And I think nothing will ever beat consistency for any creator. Because you can be a viral overnight sensation, but then that will only last you for a little while.
To milk that virality also, you have to now be consistent about it.
True, for sure. And also strategic. Like, you know, you can't be viral for this reason and then create content about something else altogether. People followed you for that. So they need to see that. I think ये चीज़ मुझे तभी नहीं समझती थी. Like, I remember there's this lipstick video which is like a 4th or 5th lipstick video on my channel. 4-5 मिनट का वीडियो था और ब्राउन गर्ल फ्रेंडली लिपस्टिक्स थी, और तभी के टाइम पे उसको 10-15 हज़ार व्यूज आए थे. आज उसकी 1 लाख प्लस व्यूज है, बट तभी उसको 10-15 हज़ार व्यूज आए थे. आई शुड हैव अंडरस्टूड कि पीपल लाइक टू सी लिपस्टिक मोर एंड डू मोर ऑफ दैट, बट आई नेवर अंडरस्टूड दैट स्ट्रैटेजी. इवन स्किन केयर, एवरी टाइम आई स्पोक अबाउट माई स्किन केयर, people would, India is a very skincare heavy audience. They love seeing skincare videos. So every time I posted a skincare review or bio oil review, any serum review, people would love that and get a lot of views. But मुझे इतना दिमाग नहीं चल रहा था कि ये चल रहा है तो इसका और बना. वो दिमाग मेरा कभी चला ही नहीं, because I was very dumb. I was a kid. I was like just doing it for the fun of it. कि मुझे क्या पसंद है देखना, मैं वो बनाती थी.
And when did you realize that, okay, this kid who's doing only for a passion, now it's a career also? That aha moment, okay, I can make money out of it. I can take that plunge of being a YouTube creator or a content creator full time and go for it. Give that a chance, kind of.
For me, it was not just a aha moment, because I was a part of YouTube Next Up. That was my career changing. I've always said this, that was my life changing moment. I don't think YouTube has it anymore, but they used to have this program for creators from 10,000 to 100K for subscribers. तो उसका एक फॉर्म आया था हमको मेल पे, और मुझे समझ भी नहीं रहा था कि मैं क्या फॉर्म भर रही हूँ. आई रिमेंबर सो क्लियरली. एंड दे वर लाइक, I filled it out with my details and everything, and every time they would mail me saying you're shortlisted and it's highly confidential. And I would not understand what is happening. Finally, I came to know there were 10 creators that have won this, and there were creators from all different niches: beauty, lifestyle, fashion. And I think only girls were there. Yeah, only girls. Only that was Women Next Up. And उसमें they were teaching us कि insights कैसे read करते हैं, brand से कैसे बात करते हैं, क्या होता है, like everything. It was like college for YouTube. And that was for me that insightful gyan, like, you know, that elder sister who's never held your hand and told you, okay, this is how you can do it. Because studies mein kya tha, properly I had guidance in everything. All my life I've had guidance for everything. In YouTube I was blind. I was just doing it for fun. I was just doing it for the sake of doing it. I had never networked with a single creator in 4 years. Don't know anybody in this industry. Don't even know other Indian creators exist. Like, you know, because मैं इतनी पढ़ाई में busy रहती थी कि मेरे पास टाइम नहीं था ये सब करने का. जब ये group of creators से मिली तो I made friends with other creators. I made friends with the YouTube team. Learned so much. I entered Next Up with the lowest numbers in the group. I had 10,100 subscribers and I exited with 99,000 subscribers. So that was like a 6-month program. जितना ज्ञान उन्होंने दिया मैंने सब apply किया था, and I really went for it. And that's when I started working with brands. So I used to get emails, but I used to never reply to emails, and I never had the time to do that, like entertain brand deals and stuff. Also, I had trust issues. Like, I didn't know if they're scamming me, if they are legit. You know, I don't know who these agencies are, what they do, how they work. And so never have I ever worked not professionally. Like I've never done barter collabs or like, you know, because वो जब मेरा चल रहा था वो period में मैंने कुछ entertain ही नहीं किया collaborations की, मेरे पास time ही नहीं था. सीधा जब नेक्स्ट अप में ये सब सिखाया हमको, तो उसके बाद आई स्टार्टेड एंटरटेनिंग दीज ईमेल्स एंड एवरीथिंग. एंड दैट टाइम आई हैड अ फ्रेंड इन कॉलेज, पूजा, हु इज माय बेस्ट फ्रेंड. And I told her, you know, this is what they've taught me at Next Up, and this is how you're supposed to reply to brands and everything. Do you think you'll be able to do it? So she was also game, and she's like, "Chalo, okay, we'll do it." So she started replying to my brands, and that which started very casually. Now she's my brand manager from there till even today. She's my brand manager. So yeah, I think everything for me just fell in place from YouTube Next Up.
But when did you realize, okay, this is the moment I'm a content creator, I'm an established content creator, now I can take that plunge?
100K was the milestone. Yeah. 100K हुआ, उसके बाद I think तभी तक I used to have a substantial amount of enough money कि I could take care of my own expenses. Like more than that only. I would have savings also left in my bank account. And
From the job you, or you're
from content creation. I have not
You have not
graduated.
worked on
Yeah,
it.
I've not graduated
Okay,
when
this is we are
100K.
talking when you were in
Still
college.
in college, yeah, because COVID happened. We had a very long gap before our graduation. 6 months we were all at home. And then we had to do internships. So actually the toughest part for me was internship, because by that time I had already started doing brand deals and I used to go for internships. So that was very hectic, because internship you can't take leaves. You have to go for your working hours. You work in the hospital till like 4-5 o'clock, come back dead at 6:30, and then I have to shoot for brands. So that was like I was really grinding in those 6-7 months. वो करने के बाद मुझे जॉब लेनी थी. मैंने एक जॉब भी की थी, बट वो मुझसे फिर बहुत हेक्टिक हो रहा था. आई फेल लाइक देन आई वाज बिकमिंग जैक ऑफ ऑल मास्टर ऑफ नन. ना तो ब्रांड्स खुश थे, क्योंकि ब्रांड्स के जो कंटेंट होते वो भी एकदम अच्छे से और मेरा जितना बढ़ रहा था, यू नो, माय नेम एंड एवरीथिंग, with that their expectations of me was also high, the brands, and then their deadlines, you know, are very crisp brand deadlines in this industry. And even as a job I had to every day show up over here and be my best. I'm treating like autistic children, Down syndrome children. They are very like, you know, very emotionally and physically consuming. So as a job as a therapist is not easy. So there also I used to feel very attached to the kids, and I was getting so attached to the kids over there that I was like, I don't want to leave them, and I don't want to get too attached over here that comes a point that I can't leave them at all. And I'm getting so emotionally drained. Like by the time I come home at 6 o'clock, it's been a busy day for me, like mentally, physically. So then I have no bandwidth to do beauty videos for brands. Like it just felt trivial. So I was in a like, मेरा खुद का ही चल रहा था mentally कि मैं करूँ तो क्या करूँ. मतलब मुझे कोई एक चीज छोड़नी ही पड़ेगी.
How did you come to that, clearing that dilemma? Because you've studied for all these years for that, and then you're not applying it for your career, and taking YouTube as a career journey, it's a risk altogether. Sure. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, forget about YouTube. Any content creation at any platform or in any form, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, you don't have a backup. You don't have something to fall back on. Like now you have Impulse Coffee. If one day, if you're not getting some like a brand deal or something, but you're getting money from Impulse.
Yeah.
How did you clear out that dilemma that, okay, this now I can do that? These are the pros and cons that I get.
I made my pros and cons list.
I'm
you
sure.
know? Yeah,
I'm sure a decision like that needs a good yellow pad, pen paper.
Yeah. And the thing is, मुझे सिर्फ खुद को convince नहीं करना था, मुझे मम्मी पापा को भी convince करना था. तो मेरी mom, actually my dad is a businessman, so he sees things like business. Okay, ठीक है, like you know, धंधा है, धंधे को टाइम देना पड़ता है, धंधे से प्रॉफिट आएगा, लॉस आएगा, उनको वो सब समझ रहा था. बट मॉम इज अ टीचर एंड शी इज अ साउथ इंडियन, एंड साउथ इंडियंस आर वेरी मच अबाउट द एजुकेशन. सो she really want, and she knew I would make a good healthcare professional, like because I'm very emotional, I'm very connected to whoever I would be with. Like even when I was in KM, I used to be with all these patients, and हमको as an intern and student इतनी कुछ responsibility नहीं देते थे कि नहीं, you are taking care of the patient end to end or something. But I would love to do that. Like any patient I would see in house OPD, मैं बहुत अटैच हो जाती थी वो पेशेंट से इन एन एम्पैथेटिक वे कि हाँ, आपका आज हुआ कि नहीं थेरेपी. लाइक मैं एकदम अच्छे से, मैंने मराठी भी अपनी फ्लुएंट कर ली थी जब मैं KEM में थी, क्योंकि यू नो मराठी में बात करना होता है, गवर्नमेंट हॉस्पिटल है. तो मम्मी को पता था कि आई वुड मेक अ गुड हेल्थ केयर प्रोफेशनल. सो दे डिडंट थिंक मॉनेटरीली, दे वर थिंकिंग कि मतलब दोनों जन, एक्चुअली मम्मी पापा वर ऑन टू डिफरेंट थिंग्स.
And even I mean, in that time, till that time also, parents won't think मेरी बेटी बड़ी हो के content creator बनेगी. मेरी बेटी बड़ी हो के healthcare professional is still that
Yeah.
kind of satisfactory bit for them.
Yeah, true. So the mom had her own meltdowns and she cried and everything. So she was not very on board. But what I gave guarantee of was I told them, give me 1 year. Let me leave this job right now and just do content creation. If I make enough money and I'm keeping to grow, like I'm doing well at this, let me continue. But agar mujhe at any point in this 1 year I feel like no, there's no growth in this, I'm going to be stagnant कि इतना जितना पैसा आ रहा है उतना ही आने वाला है lifelong. तो फिर ये पैसा जो मैंने जमा किया उससे आई विल गो अब्रॉड. सो यू डोंट हैव टू टेक अ लोन आल्सो बिकॉज एनीवेज दे वांटेड मी टू गो अब्रॉड टू डू माय मास्टर्स एंड दे डिडंट हैव एनी सेविंग्स. दे वांटेड टू टेक अ लोन. So I didn't want to take a loan. So either ways, it was win-win. So my presentation was very like convincing. Like, you know, for them, they were like, okay, ठीक है, बंदी में दम तो है.
कुछ सोच के आई है. It's not a random fluke वाला thing.
Because my biggest critics and this is my parents. And for them, I have to make sense. I have to create a PowerPoint presentation and tell them, okay, this is what I'm doing and why I'm doing it.
But they are also coming from a place of concern for you. And parents are parents like that. They will, if they don't understand, they will have questions, and it's valid also if they have those questions. Coming back to the industry that you cater to, being a beauty content creator, today we see a lot of beauty creators, but that time we had few. We did have a bunch of creators that time, but how do you think that the industry, the beauty content creation bit, has evolved over these years?
It was tremendously. Like, I think that time when I just created content, तो कोई भी नहीं था, I would say. Like, very few. Like, Jovita, Shreya, Debashri. Like, I can count on my one hand, you know. And तो उसमें those were my familiar faces I used to consume content on. बाकी सब international थे. बाकी जितने creators I used to watch were all LA, Miami based. And so I felt like there was that gap of somebody who was, say, using affordable products or somebody who was using my skin tone, exactly my skin tone and my concerns. And my skin had a lot of acne and I was a teenager and this bunch of creators was much older to me. So they were like 20 something at that time and I could not relate to what they were using, the products they were using. So I was a teenager. So I wanted to fill that gap कि टीनेजर्स क्या यूज कर सकते हैं, अफोर्डेबिलिटी में क्या आ रहा है. तो वो मेरे लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट था कि मैं किसको रेफर करूं और अगर मैं नहीं कर सकती और मैं खुद प्रोडक्ट्स खरीदने वाली हूँ तो देन आई शुड क्रिएट कंटेंट अबाउट दिस. दैट वाज माय माइंडसेट. Today there is so much content you can consume.
So much content. Like, you get confused. The amount of content is that much that you can get confused. One day you're liking a product, one day there are people saying these products contain something else. Then there are people who are giving you pharmacy products also now for your skincare, and so
today there is dermats are skinfluencers, your skincare creators are skinfluencers. We have so many micro creators also who are killing it. So I think there is just so much content to consume in general that the beauty industry, I think now is bigger than ever, and I don't think it's going anywhere because you know, it's the kind of industry that's going in tandem. Like, यहाँ beauty creators भी बढ़ रहे हैं और beauty brands भी बढ़ रहे हैं और products भी बढ़ रहे हैं.
काफी global beauty brands are coming to India.
And Indians का जो वैसे भी बहुत चाहत ही create skincare की, मतलब वैसे भी Indians are skin friendly people. Now they're falling in love with this Korean skincare and everything global. Indians have always loved experimenting, I think. And now the new generation of Indians don't just want to do DIY. Nobody has time also to do DIY. So everybody is okay to spend 400-500 for a product and buy a product and then ये नहीं अच्छा लगा चलो नया खरीदते, ये नहीं अच्छा लगा चलो नया.
Guilty.
तो yeah, like you know, and sale तो आ ही रही है, तो वो सब mentality के अंदर I don't think this craze for the beauty industry that has spiked right now is going anywhere because it's going in like proportion, you know. Creators भी बढ़ रहे, brands भी बढ़ रहे, ranges भी बढ़ रहे. There's something for everybody.
You've been transparent in kind of products that you use and the feedback that you have. And so have you received a backlash from any brand or any audience that you're being too honest for it? I'm sure brands must not every brand must be happy with you for that reason.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, I've had I wouldn't say the brands come to me directly and be like, oh, we didn't like your video or something. But I know people in the industry, and I know when I've been kicked out of a PR list because of my honest review, or that brand founder's like, no, we are not going to work with her because of my honest review. But I'm okay with that. Like, I understand. Okay, as a brand founder, I totally understand. If somebody gave a negative review to my product, I'm not going to do a paid marketing campaign with that person in the future because she didn't like my coffee. So I cannot, ask her for the paid marketing. So I totally understand as a brand founder where the other brand founders come from. But I think for my honesty towards my audience, वो उसी पे build हुई है. मेरा content journey उधर से ही शुरू हुआ था, जहाँ मैं honest reviews देती थी start से. तो आज भी वो loyalty तो वो मेरी USP मैं कभी निकाल ही नहीं सकती. I think it's okay for me to not do work with those brands as much as I know that every product is different and every brand will have few fails and few misses and few hits. It's okay if they don't want to work with me, and I'm sorry that I hurt those brands, but I will have to keep my loyalty towards my audience. I always question, like, जब भी मुझे कोई campaign आता है ना, तो I always ask myself, is my loyalty towards this brand or is it towards this audience? So no matter how big a brand, and while some brands have had that attitude, some brands have been open to it also. कि ठीक है, okay, this product of ours Sarah didn't like, next campaign में उसको ले लेंगे, वो product उसको अच्छा लगेगा तो हम उसके साथ campaign कर लेंगे. So there have been brands like that also. I think there have been both sides of the coin for me. Yeah.
And what's that one big myth that people have about beauty content creators? One that I've heard from people around me is that उनके घर में बहुत सारा फ्री का प्रोडक्ट पड़ा रहता है.
हाँ, वो तो सही बात है, बट वो तो एकदम सही बात है. तो दुकान लगा सकती हूँ. लाइक अभी मेरी टीम वाले बोलते हैं आप इसको बेच के अलग से पैसा कमा सकते हो. लाइक वही करना है अभी मुझे. तो there is a lot of product that comes in, and as grateful, like I can never be ungrateful for that, because I remember when I was a micro creator and I would see other creators get PR and I didn't have them, and every foundation, every lipstick I would have to buy. It used to pinch my pocket, कि रिव्यू करने के लिए मैं कोई प्रोडक्ट खरीदना पड़ रहा है. एंड ब्यूटी आप एक्सचेंज नहीं कर सकते हो. तो फिर मुझे इतना पिंच होता था. तो आज की तारीख में जब इतना मेकअप आता है, आई कांट बी अनग्रेटफुल, बट इट ऑनेस्टली इज ओवरवेलमिंग. इट इज वेरी ओवरवेलमिंग, द अमाउंट ऑफ प्रोडक्ट्स.
But then what's that one myth you think that people still have?
मिथ तो है, और बट मैं ऐसा भी नहीं बोलूंगी कि वो मिथ है. लाइक लोगों को ऐसा लगता है कि हमको लाइक पेड कैंपेन आया तो हमने कर लेना है, फिर उसके बाद वो ऑनेस्टी नहीं रहेगी रिव्यू में. लाइक ऐसे स्पॉन्सरशिप के लिए करिए, ये एक्चुअली यूज नहीं करती है. ये सारा आई थिंक जो सेलिब्रिटी एड से लोगों को लगता था, वही सेम चीज उन लोग क्रिएटर्स पे भी अप्लाई कर रहे हैं आजकल. अब मैं ऐसा नहीं बोलूंगी कि सारे क्रिएटर्स सेम है, क्योंकि हजारों क्रिएटर्स है, लाखों क्रिएटर्स है. तो एवरी क्रिएटर विल हैव देयर ओन वे ऑफ वर्किंग. एज फॉर मी, आई नो कि चलो ये ब्रांड ट्रस्टेड है, इसका प्रोडक्ट मैंने यूज किया, फॉर मी इट वर्क. यूज किया इज मेरे लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट, क्योंकि यूजेज के बिना तो मैं कैंपेन क्लोज ही नहीं कर सकती. सो माई स्क्रिप्टिंग एंड द अदर स्टेप्स ऑफ अ कैंपेन ऑलवेज हैपन आफ्टर द यूजेज पीरियड फॉर मी. So it's not like I'm a celebrity that okay इसकी ad में मेरे को ले लिया है तो मैं शूट पे चली जाऊंगी, शूट करके वापस आ जाऊंगी, वो मेरे घर पे यूज हो रहा है कि नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है. लाइक फॉर मी वो यूज होना चाहिए. चलो मेरे पास नेक्स्ट प्रोडक्ट आ गया, ये सीरम चला गया, नेक्स्ट आ गया, मेरी मॉम यूज करिए या सबरीना यूज करिए, आई एम ट्रस्टिंग एंड गिविंग इट टू देम कि हाँ ये अच्छा है, ये मैंने यूज किया, आप यूज करो. तो वो एक चीज है जो मुझे पता है काफी क्रिएटर्स ये फॉलो करते हैं, एंड वही चीज एक कंटेंट क्रिएटर को सेलिब्रिटी से अलग करती है, और वो चीजों लोगों को भी नहीं भूलनी चाहिए. बट अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल हैव दिस मिथ दैट इफ वी गेट अ कैंपेन इट्स प्योरली प्रमोशनल, एंड इंडियंस स्टिल हैव दैट ब्रिज कि अगर पेड कैंपेन किया है तो उसका कुछ ऑनेस्ट फीडबैक नहीं है. But that's not the case. You're just doing a paid campaign so that product gets more visibility than the other products are getting.
Okay. Now, this has been a year of milestones for you. One milestone we discussed. Another one was you walking the Cannes red carpet. You attending Cannes Film Festival was one. How was representing India there?
Very nice. Like it was such a pinch me moment. I think Cannes, I would keep on playing it in my head in life whenever I'm feeling low, and it will always make me feel good. Like it was such a जैसे दिखता है वो मूवीज में या सेलिब्रिटी का वो जो एक वो हवा में एक जादू है. लाइक वो हवा ही अलग थी, उधर कुछ और ही हो रहा था. एवरीथिंग लाइक द weather in France at that time is beautiful. The people are all crazy about the movie industry. There are so many locals who've come in to watch this film festival, and there's so much crowd and the streets are buzzing. Actually, I think Cannes in south of France is a very quiet place and normally not buzzing at all, but suddenly everything is alive during that time. रात को lights जल रही है तो रात को रास्ता भी red carpet है उधर, तो वो भी सुंदर है, मस्त है. Like it is, the vibe over there was amazing. Because every day I was dressed in a sari there. Everyone would want to take pictures with me and compliment me because for them, they know what a sari is. Being like, they've seen it on TV, but it looked so different for them because they didn't. So everybody was like, oh, you look so pretty. You want to take a picture with you? So I had my own, like, rasto pe bhi mujhe maza aa raha tha chalne ke liye. Like my own celebrity moment I was having on this. And when I was on the red carpet, I was super, super nervous. But once it was over and the pictures came out and everything, I think, like, overall the experience was like, I would not put a change anything, you know. And then after week left as creators, I think Alia Bhatt and all attended the festival after that, you know. It's a longer festival, so when their pictures were coming out, I was like, abhi to main idhar hi thi, abhi to main idhar hi thi. I had that moment, so I was having such a fangirl moment over their pictures that I was literally where they are taking pictures, you know, right now. So it was pretty crazy.
And how's that moment or that milestone for you as a creator so important?
I think creator represent, that makes a huge difference. Yeah, today, like आज की तारीख में, I know people are like, content creators को क्यों भेजा है red carpet पे?
That's always the question.
Yeah, but then मैं वो भी बोलना चाहती हूँ कि, you know, while we respect the film industry and celebrities and everything, they are part of media, but we are also a part of a media. Social media today is so big, and this is a fact that it is so big. The fact that social media became so big today, that you want to put influencers on the red carpet, not just Indian, global influencers like Leon Hain and so many other creators from other parts of the world are attending these film festivals, not just Cannes, the Venice Film Festival and other film festivals as well. And representing social media, Instagram influencers. This is important क्योंकि ये लोग इसके बारे में पोस्ट करते हैं. मुझे तो पता भी नहीं था कि ये सारे फिल्म फेस्टिवल्स होते हैं और ये सारे इवेंट्स होते हैं ग्लोबली. जब तक मेरे जो इन्फ्लुएंसर्स को मैं फॉलो करती हूँ, तब तक ये लोग अटेंड करके नहीं आते. मुझे पता भी नहीं चलता कि ये सारे इवेंट्स होते हैं. So it's just a way of marketing for that particular event to put us there. And it only shows the power of content creation and the power of social media and everything. Like I vlogged the entire Cannes experience, the behind the scenes and everything. And probably nobody would ever know कि पीछे ऐसा सब होता है, या ऐसे चलता है, रेड कार्पेट होता है, फिर मूवी होती है, फिर उसके बाद पिक्चर्स आते हैं और कैसे चलती है चीजें. लाइक पीपल वर थिंकिंग कि मेरा फोटोग्राफर जाके रेड कार्पेट में मेरी फोटो लेगा, लाइक अमित अच्छी फोटोज लेगा ना. अरे अमित को उधर अलाउड नहीं है. वो कार्पेट के paparazzi is different and nobody is allowed over there. So they got to know so much through my vlogs. And that wouldn't have happened had I not gone there. So I think that power people have to now realize. And I think they are realizing the power of content creators being there and how much of a difference it makes.
But every year during this Cannes Film Festival, people do question the validity of content creators being there, or even if not just content creator, a particular content creator means maybe why a beauty creator is there or why a comedy creator is there. These questions keep arising. Do you think that we have reached a place where Indian content creators are getting that global recognition from the global media as well as for in the back home also, Indians are, or our audience is understanding the value of a creator being a global personality?
I think I would still say we are a long way from understanding of that system. It's a change, right? Nobody likes change. When people see a normal thing happening and then suddenly, like अभी आईफा अवार्ड्स पे भी कंटेंट क्रिएटर्स को बुलाते, तो उन लोग को वो भी नहीं जमता है क्योंकि आईफा तो हम बॉलीवुड के लिए देखते थे. आई अंडरस्टैंड, मैं भी बॉलीवुड के लिए देखती थी, बट अभी मुझे देखना है कि कौन से क्रिएटर ने क्या पहना है आईफा पे गए. तो मैं ज्यादा क्रिएटर्स को फॉलो करूँ, मैं देख भी नहीं रही हूँ कौन सा, तो अवार्ड्स देख भी नहीं रही हूँ टीवी पे, जैसे बचपन में हम टीवी पे अवार्ड्स देखते थे. तो चीजें बदल गई. हम जिस तरीके से चीजें कंज्यूम करते थे वो भी बहुत बदल गया. तो वो नजरिया ही हमको बदलना पड़ेगा. I'm very glad that finally we are getting the global recognition because India is a huge market for every brand. You know, every brand today wants to, like even Fenty Beauty has come to India. Like she's like that market she has over there and the kind of brand she's built is iconic. Like Fenty's brand is iconic, but she still like has a very big consumer base in India. Like I'm a big consumer of Fenty Beauty products and I go ahead to the store and I purchase myself. So I'm so glad that they now feel like India is a market we really, really need to be present in. Every single brand, every digital agency, every representation platform is thinking of that because finally we are getting the recognition we needed, you know, and we deserved, and Indians deserve these options also. in the market. Like now, finally, we can go to a mall and pick up whatever we want, and we don't have to be like, oh, chachi Dubai से आएगी तभी
वहाँ
ये
से लेकर आएगी या यूएस से मेरी आंटी लेकर आने वाली
हाँ,
है.
तो अब finally हम mall में जाके like Isha Ambani has opened Jio Plaza, and I think that's such a refreshing place for us to just go and even do window shopping, man. Like that was also not there for us before. So I love the way things are going for India also in general in all of this.
Okay. Now coming to from serums to coffee beans, how did that happen? How what made you start a coffee brand?
तो ब्यूटी का तो पैशन था मेरे में, लाइक ब्यूटी प्रोडक्ट्स का, बट वो डेवलप हुआ था बिकॉज मुझे पास एक्ने थे फेस पे, तो मुझे वो छुपाना था. एक्चुअली मोर देन स्किन केयर आई लव्ड मेकअप. लेटर विथ मेच्योरिटी आई अंडरस्टूड कि स्किन ठीक होगी तो मेकअप की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. वो मेच्योरिटी मेरे में स्टार्टिंग में नहीं थी. मुझे स्टार्टिंग में फुल कवरेज फाउंडेशन चाहिए था ताकि ये छुप जाए. तो वो सब तो बाद में आया. लाइक व्हेन आई वाज 18 19 आई फेल इन लव विथ मेकअप, बट द लव ऑफ कॉफी is ingrained from my nani. Like my nani is a Mangalorean and she loves her filter coffee. So my growing up has been with नानी के घर पे फिल्टर कॉफी. तो सुबह उठते के साथ वी गेट फिल्टर कॉफी एंड बिस्किट एंड बन पाओ या ऐसा कुछ. तो typical Catholic Mangalorean household, So, and I'm very close to my nani. She's my favorite person on this earth. And till today, like, when she's still today my sampling team. Abhi bhi meri coffee ka main sample unko bechti hu, and if she doesn't like it, she doesn't. Those don't make it to videos, but she is one of my favorite person ever. Both my grandparents were actually never so close to. So, उनको ये सब नहीं समझता था, तो मैं उनको कभी रिकॉर्ड नहीं करती थी. बट हाँ, नानी का बहुत बड़ा इन्फ्लुएंस रहा है, और उनके उससे मुझे वो अंडरस्टैंडिंग आई कि मुझे कॉफ़ी कितनी पसंद है, और अगर मुझे कोई खराब कॉफ़ी पिला देता था ना, मेरा पूरा दिन खराब हो जाता था. तो आई शुड बी वेरी इरिटेटेड कि नहीं भाई, मुझे कॉफ़ी मत दो चलेगा, बट मुझे खराब कॉफ़ी मत दो. एंड सो मेनी प्लेसेस आई टू गो इन पब्लिक इवेंट्स एंड ऑल, दे यूज्ड टू गिव मी बकवास कॉफ़ी. तो मेरा पूरा दिन खराब हो जाता था उसके बाद. तो लाइक किसी दिन ना मैं अपनी कॉफ़ी बनाऊंगी, एंड वो इतनी अच्छी होगी ना कि मैं बस लोगों को दूंगी और बोलूंगी ये बनाओ, ये पियो, कैसे भी बनाओगे अच्छी बनेगी. So with that passion, in the lockdown, I started hunting for all sorts of coffee farms, vendors, manufacturers. I looked at everything. I looked at coffee beans. Freeze-dried coffee is what we do now. But we looked at coffee beans, different ways of processing it, and what difference it makes when you add chicory, when you don't add chicory. Then I stumbled upon this flavored coffee market, जो अभी तक इंडिया में इतना boom नहीं हुआ था. Like
I saw Impulse has very different flavors as well.
Yeah, that's my USP right now at Impulse Coffees, because starting में पहले मुझे सिर्फ ना I loved Davidoff coffee. Okay, I was a loyalist.
I'm also a Davidoff coffee person.
So I wanted that quality for Impulse. I was very sure कि मुझे वो quality ही देनी है लोगों को. और फिर when I stumbled upon this flavored coffee market, that's a gap which was not there. India में तभी इतने flavored coffee brands आए नहीं थे. एक दो ही थे, and I was not enjoying the flavors. I also came to know कि अगर आप artificial flavors करो तो वो taste बहुत अलग आता है. वो एक artificial flavors की shelf life भी कम है, और वो एक कड़वाहट आ जाती है कॉफी में. जबकि आप नेचुरल फ्लेवर्स करो, थोड़ा महंगा पड़ेगा, बट उसका शेल्फ लाइफ इज 24 months. माई कॉफी शेल्फ लाइफ इज, तो 2 साल तक वैसी की वैसी आपकी कॉफी का टेस्ट आएगा. अगर आप मॉइस्चर नहीं लगाओगे जार पे, एवरीथिंग क्वालिटी रिमेन्स सेम, एंड इट्स ब्यूटिफुल द वे माई कॉफी फ्लेवर्स ब्लेंड विद कॉफी. It's so nice. Like the aroma is there. It's not like you're drinking milkshake, you're drinking coffee. You're getting the hit of coffee. You're getting the taste of coffee as per the roast. But आपको वो flavor का experience भी हर sip में एक after taste में आएगा. So with hazelnut, with pistachio, with caramel, with everything. So I enjoyed when my first flavor I remember I perfected was mocha pe choka, जो mocha coffee हमारी है. वो इतनी अच्छी है ना, मैं आपको बोल रही हूँ, मैंने आज तक इतनी मौका बेची है, मेरा टॉप सेलर है आज की तारीख में भी. Every single person who walked in my house for that 6 months when I was sampling these coffees, I made everyone try Mocha Pe Choka. And everyone fell in love. Like, what is this? Like, everybody's reaction was like, bro, ये बहुत अच्छा है. Like, अलग-अलग way में, Americano and cold coffee and hot coffee, everything I tried. So that validation for me was excellent. उसके बाद I was like, एक coffee के साथ तो I can't launch a brand. So then we perfected 2 more flavors. It took me 1.5 years of full R&D to then launch with 3 flavors. Vicharo Vanilla, that's vanilla. Espresso, which is for my strong coffee lovers. And then Mocha Pe Choka, which is chocolatey mocha roast. And that was like the beginning of something else. Like for me, I thoroughly even today enjoy the product development of coming up with new flavors. Like even I have so many flavors in the pipeline that लोगों ने सोचा भी नहीं होगा. And बहुत मजा आती है वो करने और लोगों को भी बहुत मजा आती है. And लोगों ने अभी वो trust बिठा लिया है कि Impulse knows how to do their flavors. So even when we launched pistachio, I was a little like scared कि
It's a very different flavor.
Yeah, like first time. And I was talking even to global people, global audiences, and they were saying कि we've tried pistachio matcha, but pistachio coffee के साथ हमने नहीं try किया. But then, pistachio chocolate was going viral and Dubai chocolate was like blowing up. And I was like, if you can do it with chocolate, cocoa beans and coffee have a very similar palate. So you can definitely do it with coffee. And that's when I was like behind my vendor's life. I was like, ये बना के चाहिए, मुझे चाहिए, अभी के अभी चाहिए. तो मैंने इतना दिमाग खाया है ना उसका.
I can hear that passion. All I'm hearing is passion from Zara right now. I forgot that I'm interviewing a creator. For a minute, I felt like this girl is. All I could feel is this girl is passionate about coffee and her brand.
Very, very passionate about my coffee. Like I am so particular about, even today I will tell you, even if 50 jars I order ना कभी like express delivery में मेरे vendor से, उनमें से भी मैं एक घर पे मंगा के टेस्ट करती हूँ, सैम्पल टेस्टिंग करती हूँ. ऐसा नहीं होगा कि मैं कोई भी जार बिना क्वालिटी टेस्टिंग के बेचने लगूंगी. तो आज भी बहुत meticulously my that is very important to me, which is everybody who shops from Impulse is very happy with their product at the end of the day. I get so many DMs every day that, oh my god, I tried your coffee, it's so good. Oh my god, I tried your iced tea, it's so good. तो ये मेरे लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट वैलिडेशन है. लाइक इसके बिना मैं जी नहीं सकती अभी. लाइक मुझे ये चाहिए और इसके लिए मैं कितनी भी मेहनत करने रेडी हूँ.
And you're scaling it also.
Yes.
If I'm not wrong, you're trying markets outside India as well.
Outside India, I haven't yet started on e-commerce and all. I am doing international shipment on my website.
Okay.
Yeah. क्योंकि मेरी ऑडियंस है जिनको चाहिए और जिनको ट्राई करना था, तो उनको इंटरनेशनल शिपमेंट हम वेबसाइट से देने लगे. यही साल से स्टार्ट किया है. कैन पे जब मैं थी तभी हम लोग ने इंटरनेशनल शिपिंग स्टार्ट किया. And I will inshallah someday go to Amazon. US is the next target market I want to go for.
So what's that mindset that helps you survive as a founder? Because being a creator is different and being a founder is different. What's that mindset shift that you have to do maybe every day or every time you have to take a founder level decision?
Very, very different, because being a creator is a very different job. Creative professions are a lot flexible and you're your boss. But as a founder, I would say you're not your own boss. You're not. Like you have 100 people who are bossing over you. Like that's what we were talking about before this podcast started. Like my team decides कि मैं आज क्या करूँगी, आज किसकी payment करनी है, आज किसका GST
आज कौन सा crisis handle करना है.
Yeah, so they decide. Like half the times it's them telling me, सारा ये माल नहीं आया है, इसको call करो, सारा ये नहीं आया, इसको call करो, सारा ये नहीं आया. So this is the attitude shift that you need to keep to become like that problem solving, hat on. You're not just a creator. Like creating, वो तो brain अलग ही रखना पड़ता है मुझे. Creative spirit is different. Maybe when I'm driving my car, when I'm alone or sitting at night alone, तभी मेरे creative juices flow होते हैं. मैं video ideas note down करके रखती हूँ. वरना during the working hours, now I'm strictly only a founder of Impulse Coffees, only and only focused on distribution or everything. Everything related to the business is where I'm at. And I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I would say, like, I really like this role shift that has
Is there a
happened.
creator trait that helps you become a founder better? Maybe while you're planning a marketing calendar.
Yeah, marketing. Yeah, for sure. I always say this कि अगर मैं Impulse नहीं founder नहीं होती तो मैं कोई कंपनी की CMO बन सकती थी. उतनी तो मैं
मार्केटिंग सीख गई.
इतनी मार्केटिंग सीख गई हूँ क्योंकि मुझे बहुत मजा आता है. Even when I had done my Pack Sara collection with the Pack Cosmetics team, I had given them like lots of marketing ideas कि ऐसे कर सकते हैं, ऐसे करते हैं, ये करते हैं, इवेंट रखते हैं, ऐसा करते हैं. तो वो सब मुझे बहुत मजा आती है करने के लिए कि कैसे एक लाइक ब्रांड का फुल पोटेंशियल एक लॉन्च को कैसे हाइप कर सकते हैं, कैसे उसके पूरी इट शुड बी द टॉक ऑफ द टाउन व्हेन यू. And even today, when I do a campaign for a brand, if they put me on the launch campaign, I really want it to be like the talk of the town for that brand. So I will really go my extra mile and do that when I'm on a launch campaign. But yeah, Impulse me that, though, I think is that influencer thing that's come into me.
Okay. So generally, when it's a creator-led D2C brands, they have an edge with a creator face already being on board, or a celebrity brand also has a celebrity face on board. But do you think this edge is a pro or a con for a brand like that, because a good brand should survive without the creator as well. Like, I know right now you are 100% involved in Impulse as a founder as well as a face as well, but you would want that Impulse is recognized as Impulse Coffees and not
Yeah.
Sarah's brand.
Yeah.
So, what do you think that thing is a double? How do you handle this double-edged sword?
I honestly wouldn't say it's a double-edged sword because with a creator brand, आपको वो starting का momentum मिल जाता है कि ठीक है, people already know of this. They know of it as Sarah Sarosh's brand. For the brand to survive as an independent brand, finally product is key. अगर आपका product shit है तो फिर वो एक बार खरीद के आपका repeat purchase rate होगा ही नहीं. तो वो आपको वो कम्युनिटी फिर तो आपने सब बिगाड़ दिया. आपकी कम्युनिटी का भी ट्रस्ट बिगाड़ दिया और आपने आपका धंधा भी बिगाड़ दिया. तो वो आई थिंक किसी को नहीं करना चाहिए कि अगर आपको प्रोडक्ट में भरोसा नहीं है तो आपको ब्रांड डेफिनेटली लॉन्च नहीं करना चाहिए. Any celebrity or creator brand definitely gets that extra push being that public figure already. But later for the business to survive, you need to have good products, good marketing, good distribution, and everything else that it takes for a business to sort of hold on to it. So I think with Impulse, what my setback is that I'm a single founder. So everything falls back on me. I would, with time have the right resources like a business head and a brand manager and people who I can rely on and trust who would strategically plan the business for me and I don't have to do everything on my own. वो मेरे लिए missing है. But anybody who starts a brand like with a co-founder, like I see Underneath has started with a co-founder, and the co-founder does the business head side of things, and Kusha can do the marketing side of things. So that's a very good model to plummet and go really well. तभी मैंने जब शुरू किया, I was very young and I didn't have that kind of guidance. But today I understand the business better and I understand that if you have that face of the brand who's doing the talking and you have that business head पीछे जो marketing distribution वगैरह सब संभाल रहा है, it's an excellent way for a brand to roll and I think it's the future for sure.
But do you feel that that pressure that right now Impulse is way too much dependent on you as a face of also? Or do you see that once you know that Impulse has received kind of space in the marketing world, you have that liberty that as you just look at as a founder, you look at as a business owner, and you can pull yourself away from your name away from it and just build Impulse as Impulse Coffee.
I think it will reach that someday. तो पहुंचेगा, हर brand पहुंचेगा वो stage पे जहाँ the face of the brand is not everything and then the brand stands for itself. It takes a lot of years now. It's only been 3 years to Impulse. So I think, it takes 7 to 10 years, 5 to 7 years for a brand to completely stabilize, grow, become as profitable as it can be. And then with time, I can for sure, because my coffee is that good and my product is that good, it can stand on shelves on its own and it can sell for itself. It doesn't need me. But having me gives it that extra edge now. Having me gives it, for sure. When we are running a sale, for example, and if only Impulse's social media team had to do the marketing for it, it will be fine. Like ऐसा नहीं कि धंधा नहीं होगा और सेल्स नहीं आएगी. बट अगर मैंने स्टोरी डाली तो वो और भी बूस्ट होगा. मैं दिन के ऑर्डर्स ट्रैक कर सकती हूँ ना कि अगर मैंने स्टोरी डाली तो वो इमीडिएटली इतने लोगों को पहुंच गई तो उसमें से जितने भी लोग खरीदेंगे वो मुझे इमीडिएट रिजल्ट दिख रहा है. So why will I not do it for my own brand, right? So for me right now, it's my baby. I will do everything and anything it takes to sort of scale my brand. But it will definitely, it's not, that's why I didn't name it Impulse Coffees by Sarah Sarosh. It is a brand name in itself and it should be able to stand on its own and someday I'm sure it will.
Okay. And between the madness of a content creation, between the madness of being an entrepreneur, both the things require a lot from you on a day-to-day basis. How do you keep your calm? How do you keep your mental health in place that I can peacefully go back to sleep, I can spend time with my family, I can enjoy my life as well, and not have a meltdown? Because being a creator also comes with its challenges. You have to be consistent, you have to be creative, you have to be match deadlines. But being an entrepreneur or a founder, you also have to have a lot of things in place. You have to be answerable to people. You have to make sure that because it's a very product based brand, you also have to take care of a lot of things around it.
Yeah, for sure.
Logistics, also business has to keep coming. So how do you manage that? This is how I manage my calm.
planning and organizing my day one night before is key. Like एक दिन पहले I should know क्या events है, interviews है, सब कुछ एकदम अच्छे से lined up हो. So then I voice note it to my managers and both the companies and let them know कि this is my availability for tomorrow. So everybody is in tune with me and not just me. कि if they come to me for a crisis and then they're like, अरे Sara didn't tell us that she's not available. So I communicate one night before only कि मेरा task list ये है. So it's not just like they should share their task list. I also share my task list on the group so that I am an efficient boss in both the places. And for my own personal life, I have cut-off times. Like Reet and I have date nights where we absolutely do not vlog, put a story, nothing. We have our own nights where we are doing our own thing, or family nights जहाँ हम game nights रखते हैं. Week में 2-3 बार my parents come home and we all chill together. Or weekend we take like these like 4-day long weekend होगा तो we take a staycation or something like that. So those are places I completely cut off. There won't be like a get ready with me on the weekend or ऐसी सब चीजें मैं करती नहीं हूँ अभी. मैंने एकदम cut off कर लिया उस पे से. Even when Reet and I went to Bali, we did very less content where there was only 2 get ready with me's in a 10-day trip. So that way I like try to like completely dissociate from impulse as much as possible when I'm taking a holiday ताकि वो 6 दिन आए. मैंने सब करके गई हूँ कि 6 दिन तो इन लोग धंधा संभाल सकते हैं मेरे बिना. और अगर कंटेंट के लिए कुछ चाहिए, कोई ब्रांड इंक्वायरी वगैरह में हाँ ना कुछ बोलना है, उसके लिए आई एम अवेलेबल ऑन व्हाट्सएप. Holidays, traveling, my nights, my Sundays, these are my sanctuary that I will not disrupt, and my family time. So I'm a very big family girl also. So for me, those are my pockets of peace that I like to reserve for my calm.
Because those are important.
Very important. Like, yeah, in that, if I'm on the phone, the Reet will like no being on the phone when you're on date night. So we have a strict rule.
But tell me, Sara, being in industry and being a founder for so many years, at least 3 years is good.
This is my 4th year will get completed.
Yeah, so good time to test waters.
Yeah.
Do you still get imposter syndrome? Because this is a very common thing that creators do get that. Do you get that while you're in a meeting, or were you at Cannes, or when you were at YTFF, or when you were at shoots, anywhere? Do you still get that?
I think when things are offered to me, I get imposter syndrome. I wouldn't say it's मुझ में वो traits है नहीं, क्योंकि मैं ऐसे मेरे माँ बाप ने मुझे बहुत confident ही बनाया है starting से. But I would give full credit to that your upbringing really shapes you, and they always made me feel like I'm good. I can believe in myself. So they've kept me enough. And my father, I remember very clearly, I had done this one stage performance in 8th standard, and I was the main lead in that play. And it was very well acknowledged. Like there were directors in the audience who came up to my parents and said, she's very good at this acting and you should make her pursue this and stuff. So my father told me on that day in the car, I remember, कि all this is great, but never कभी like ये सब सर पे नहीं पहुंचने देना. Like तो लोग तेरी कितनी भी तारीफ करे, कभी भी तेरे सर पे नहीं पहुंचने देना. तो तू बहुत अच्छी है, but तुझे वो like अच्छा इंसान बन के डाउन टू अर्थ रह के काम करते रहना है, जिंदगी भर काम करते रहना है. तो ये जो पापा ने तभी बोले थे ना, वो आज भी जब मैं YTFF का स्टेज छोड़ी थी ना, तभी भी मेरे दिमाग में वो गूंजी थी कि नेवर लेट दिस गेट टू योर हेड, बिकॉज दिस इज ग्रेट एंड इट्स अमेजिंग एंड एवरीथिंग सुपर्ब, बट it's because of my work and I have to keep working to sustain it. So when things get offered to me, I'm like, मुझसे क्यों करा रहे हो? Especially when they put me first somewhere, like at YTFF also, I was telling my manager, I was like, are you sure you want me there? Like, I have that. They're like, of course we want you there. And जब वो हो जाता है ना, then मुझे बहुत मजा आती है. फिर उसके बाद I feel like, okay, I really deserve to be there. So I think it's a mix, but I don't have that imposter syndrome. इतना crazy वाला नहीं है, क्योंकि I have spoken to other creators and I know कि how much self-doubt they live with. I think I'm very grateful to my parents कि उन्होंने मुझे कभी doubt नहीं कराया मेरी काबिलियत पे. तो
I've heard people saying that they have been in that imposter syndrome, and then when things happen, even a real views is so much important for them. For one of the reasons that okay, हाँ मेरा काम चलेगा, मेरा काम चलता रहेगा. That's why. So and I know like that I've heard from a lot of creators, and that's why I keep asking that, do you still get, because you are stepping into different shoes, if I have to say.
No, this though I have never had this one thing. क्योंकि एक चीज है कि देखो, जितना भी काम कर रहे हो अपने हाथ में नहीं है ना. Like काम करके हम छोड़ देते हैं. फिर उसके बाद it's the audience, like how movie people, they release a movie, then they leave it to the audience to see के perform करेंगे. सेम वे मैं भी वीडियो डाल के उसके बाद चेक नहीं करती कितने व्यूज आए वगैरह. अगले दिन आई चेक माई स्टूडियो और वट एवर. So I don't get bothered that much by views, numbers, and stuff. I just keep doing my work. I love the process more than I want to look at the outcome.
Okay. Coming to the end, I want to ask Sarah, what's next for you? What's next for Sarah, the creator, or what's next for Sarah, the entrepreneur?
Let's see where the world takes me. Honestly, I don't have a plan for Sarah, the creator. So for sure, I don't have a plan. I just want to keep creating content. I love it, and I will keep doing that. Impulse, lots of things. I want to get an office. I want to get investors. I want to really, really scale Impulse Coffees. I'm very passionate towards that. Now that I'm, touching 4 years on 3rd December. So
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. So अब मुझे बहुत वो है कि अब I will prove, sustain my numbers and really take it to the next level. So I think Impulse Coffees का बहुत हो सकता है future में.
Okay, if I am putting a gun on your forehead and asking you, you can be only creator or you can only be a founder, what will you pick? There's a gun.
No, then I would say I'll be a creator.
Yeah. Because creator gave you that platform to be anything else.
Yeah, of course. And yeah, of course. I hope that gun was never on my forehead. But yeah, of course.
Okay. I was also hoping for creator because, like I said, it was creator that gave you that
For
platform
sure.
for everything.
Yeah.
Like it happened first.
True. And everything great that you must be seeing is happening because I'm a content creator. Na? If I was just a CEO of a brand, itna koi puch nahi raha hota.
Okay. Sarah, thank you so much. Thank you for joining us at Ketchup Talks and sharing so much about you, about you being a founder, the madness that goes behind it. I know you have, I can see that you are so passionate about both the things, and you've proved that, okay, if you're truly passionate, you can actually be good at whatever you would want to. Maybe it's beauty or business, but thank you so much. It was lovely catching up with you.
Thank you so much. I had a great time talking to you. Thank you so much for watching me at Catch Up Talks. I hope you enjoyed this. And if you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe to Catch Up Talks and my channel. All the links will be in the description.